Hello, everybody, and welcome to this new channel and video. I'll be going into why I made this channel in a little bit, but first I wanted to introduce myself in case, some people might not know who I am. So, hello, if you've never seen me before. My name is Rizumu, but my friends call me Rizu, and you're also completely free to call me Rizu. I'm a cyborg strawberry elf VTuber. And I've been creating content on the internet for about 13 years now. So you could say I've been around for a little bit. More recently though, I've made all kinds of content from gaming videos to podcasts and pretty much anything that feels fun, chill, and just, a little bit unhinged in the best way possible, I guess you could say. Right now, you can also find me streaming on Twitch under the name Rizumu VT, where I play a little bit of everything from Pokemon to right now, I've been playing Schedule 1, if you're familiar with that game at all. It's been a lot of fun. Aside from gaming, I've also been making a podcast, which is called the BerryDex Podcast, which I'll be going a bit more into later on. But I like talking, and on this channel, I also want to do a lot more of that. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, but let's get into the real reason why I decided to start fresh with a brand new channel, and what you can expect to see here in the future. Okay, so let's talk about why I hit the reset button on my old channel and why I wanted to make a new one. One of the big reasons is that my old channel had a lot of what's called dead subscribers. These are people who subscribed a while ago when I was making different types of content, but over time, they stopped interacting with what I was making because my content has changed so much over the years. And, maybe they lost interest, maybe they moved on to other things, but whatever the reason was, they weren't really engaging with my current content anymore. And it felt like I was talking kind of into a void. It's like having all of these followers, but none of them were really seeing or connecting with what I was making. And because of that, YouTube's algorithm didn't know really what to do with me. I wasn't really getting recommended properly to new viewers. And my videos weren't showing up for new viewers. And the cycle just kind of kept getting harder and harder to break. Like, one thing I really always vouch for is about making progress. And one thing I've really learned is that if something isn't working, trying to force it to work isn't the solution, The old channel, as much as it meant something to me, it wasn't really reflecting who I am now and the kind of content I'm making now. And all of the old content that I can maybe talk about in a little bit, doesn't really reflect who I am now. Because, as you can imagine, I've started streaming 6 years ago and I've changed a lot as a person and as a creator. And the content I was making didn't really align with where I'm at today. And the way I see it, it's like it's trying to wear clothes that don't really, fit anymore. It just didn't really feel right to keep going with the channel that didn't really get any new eyes on it. And it just didn't feel right, And like, sure, I might have had around, 1,700 subscribers on that channel, but when 99% of those people aren't interacting with my videos, it starts to feel really empty. It's like having a huge crowd of people in a stadium, but no one's actually really paying attention to the game anymore. And, you would think like, oh, that's a big number. You should be proud of that. It should be cool. But it didn't really mean much when it wasn't really leading to anything. It wasn't leading to any real engagement or connections, which made me think like, okay, all these people may have liked me in the past, but, they're not around anymore, so it feels kind of empty. So hitting the reset button just felt like it was the correct way to go and to start from scratch. Let's dive into what you'll be seeing here on the new channel. First off, there's going to be a lot more content with friends. And honestly, the streams and videos where I'm just hanging out with people that I enjoy creating with are always the most fun for me. And there's always been something special about collaborating and having that kind of group energy. So I definitely want to make that a bigger focus going forward. If you've been around the streams, you can definitely tell that when I'm with other people, I'm usually having the most fun than rather making just content on my own. Of course, that doesn't mean that the solo content is gonna go away. I've still got a lot of ideas for solo stuff. And one project I'm really excited about is a solo series where I try games I've never played before. I did something like this in the past. You may have remembered from the Rizumu old channel, where I did a I don't remember exactly what the title of it was, but where I play games that you guys suggest. I put it on a wheel, I spin the wheel, and then whatever it lands on, I play that for a video. And I want to bring that back to some degree. Probably not with an actual roulette wheel. But more info about that will be soon on the channel. I'm not gonna go into it in depth here, but that's an idea I have. And yeah, it's just going to be me diving into something new and figuring out as I go, and I really enjoyed that, but I want to do that in like a more consistent way. And for those of you who have been following the BerryDex Podcast, don't worry, that's also not going anywhere. But now that I'm here on the new channel, expect a more regular schedule for the podcast. If I don't have a new episode up this Friday, it will definitely be the next Friday. I'm still working on like lining up some guests and figuring out what I want to dive into and talk about. Apologies if that still takes a bit, but it's definitely gonna be coming back. And I'm also thinking about mixing it up with some more solo episodes as well, where I talk about things that are on my mind, or, you know, be more specific on certain VTuber topics, community discussions, or, you know, whatever else feels relevant for the podcast. So that will also not go away. And the aim is really to keep it fresh, mix in some guests and, you know, the solo content as well. And really make sure that every episode has like, you know, something to think or talk about. Besides the BerryDex Podcast and the solo series that I mentioned earlier, I also really want to like connect with more VTubers and streamers and, you know, try to make more friends in general in the community. Because if you've been following me for a while, you know, I've always been more of a lone wolf when it comes to VTubing, sticking mostly to like my close circle of friends, and it's kind of finding it hard to step out of that bubble. And I think with the new channel and everything, I think it is really like the time to change that and to try to reach out more to people I don't know as well. Because I truly think there are a lot of amazing people out there in the VTuber community that I just haven't had the chance to meet. And I want to reach out and get to, you know more of you. Because the community is so big and there's so much to just learn from one another and just make these connections that, you know, mean a lot to me. Some of my friends know, like, the people that I am close with, they mean the world to me. And I think it'll be great to kind of, you know, expand that a little bit. And I feel like more recently I've kind of lost that. Like, I haven't been doing that as much as I feel like I should. And I really want to keep doing that moving forward. So if you're a VTuber or a streamer watching this and you want to chat, feel free to reach out. Maybe join the Discord. There's a link to that in the description. And, you know, let's get talking. Let's get connected. Let's do something great. And, you know, just explore what the VTuber community is all about. And I don't know, just connect more, I guess. I just want more friends. Okay, I'm sorry. And on top of that, I also want to, you know, experiment. I still want to keep experimenting with new types of content. I know I've always been doing that. But I want to do that more on top of the actual consistent stuff, like the solo game series and the podcast series. The goal is really to keep that consistent on set days, and then the more experimental stuff, or, you know, whenever I'm just recording something with a friend, that will be on top of the actual scheduled things. But content ideas I've been thinking about is reaction content. Maybe dive more into like the, you know, I don't want to be a drama channels necessarily, but like talk more about like what's actually going on in the VTuber community, or make stuff like the VTuber tutorials. I made one on my old channel that I really liked and I'm really proud of. And yeah, like I don't know if I'll be making that consistently, because with the tutorial, for example, I really enjoyed making it, but I noticed that, like, you know, I shouldn't do that consistently, because I don't know, otherwise I'm probably gonna overburn myself. But I do like trying different things and mixing things up, and who knows, if something sticks, I might mix that in to the regular consistent programming, as you could say. But yeah, I don't know, I'd love just making a bunch of different things. And I don't want to like hold myself back. Like, I know a lot of content creators are very much stuck in one niche. Like, oh, I'm only making funny moments. Oh, I'm only making drama things, or oh, I'm only making gaming or whatever. And that's just not me. I know that's the best for the channel, is like having a niche and sticking to that, but I just don't like that. So I'll never be that, probably. And who knows, that might hurt the channel in the long run. I don't know, but I just know that it doesn't connect with me. So I definitely want this channel to be a big sandbox of things I can still experiment in while having consistent things, so you guys know exactly what to expect when. Man, this video is already going way too long. I wrote like a little script of it that I'm reading off, just, you know, full transparency. But I'm already dragging it out way too long, so my bad, but yeah. But before we wrap things up, I wanted to take a moment and give you all who don't know who I am a little sneak peek into the kind of content that I've made in the past. These clips should give you like a better idea of who I am, the vibe I like to bring to my streams and videos, and just like a little taste of the fun that we've had in the community up until now. Some of these clips might be years old because I don't usually clip a lot of my own streams. But if you want to help with that, be sure to swing by the streams and clip the funny moments. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Stick around until after the montage because I'll be showing you how you can get like more involved with the community and how you can join the Strawberry Network. Very creative name that I'm very proud of. But for now, I hope you enjoy, relax, and enjoy this little compilation of the past.
Oh my god, hi!
Hello. Why are you in my armpit? What is death hour? Okay. I'm stupid. God, what are in your eyes, dude? It's Obama, okay?
Oh, I need the key for it. Bruh, Dave. That scared me again, bro. Dave, you gotta chill.
Yeah.
Look, I'm Chris Pratt.
Yo, you're Chris Pratt.
It's me, Mario. Hey, it's me, Mario.
They're just throwing all of the jump scares out now. Okay, Dave. Dave, you're pretty cool, man.
Yo, my pee-pee just went up from that. Wow, that's awesome.
Oh! Pog! Yeah, the bow. I was surprised I hit that. I'm not gonna lie.
Shit, my cable! Oh, fuck!
Oh, shit.
Okay.
They're not.
Now you'll definitely laugh at this meme.
You recognize this girl? I totally don't recognize who this girl is totally
I
at all.
have no clue.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know who this is. That
I've never
doesn't even
watched
make sense. Yeah, I haven't. I would never watch this ever. At any point ever. No, I've
You
never.
have.
No. No.
What is it from?
No, it's fine. You don't.
What is it
Do you
from?
genuinely not know what this is?
I actually don't know.
Good. Because I don't know either.
Rough over here, I'm afraid. Not rough enough.
Oh, rough, you're saying?
Not rough
Oh.
enough.
What? Wanna give my special white sauce?
My special white sauce.
Why do you go bald when you go underwater? What the fuck?
All hair effects are gone.
You go bald. Yeah, you're bald now. Don't tell me that's a shiny. It is a shiny! What?
How dare you call Aika big poo-poo brain? I know. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna get a tweet longer on Twitter tomorrow when I wake up.
I'm gonna do it too longer. My issues with Rizumu VT.
I just completely misread that, Frankie. I thought you said, holy shit, someone is blasting their ass so hard it's shaking my apartment. That's what I thought you said. Then I rechecked and then said bass. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. It really means a lot to me that you took the time to watch and get to know a bit more about where this channel is headed and who I am and all that. I really hope that I'll see you around more often. And if you want to dive deeper into the community, I highly recommend you to join the Strawberry Network Discord. It is my Discord server. It's where pretty much everything happens behind the scenes if I'm not streaming or on YouTube. I'm usually hiding away in the Discord with my friends or whatever. And hey, if you've enjoyed the vibe here and you would like to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss like the new videos and stuff. It really helps me out, and I'd love to have you all as like a part of the community moving forward. And also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It's a really small thing, but it really helps boost the channel, especially when it's new. Try to engage with it as much as possible so YouTube sees like, oh, awesome, this is a new video, but it's still doing really well and it's getting a bunch of subscribers. Please help me out. It would be great. If you want to comment, I would love to know what kind of content you're excited to see. Whether it's the solo gaming stuff, the VTuber topics, or more stuff with my friends, or, you know, whatever. Let me know in the comments. And also, tell me about your favorite game. Maybe I could put it on my list to, you know, for the solo series. That'd be great. And also, if you really want to, feel free to join me on a stream sometime. I play a bunch of random games. I most recently play a bunch of Schedule 1. I've been playing this week. And when this video goes up, I'm probably live. Or I don't know when this goes up. If it goes up on Saturday, I'm live. If it goes up on Sunday, probably not. If it goes up on Monday, I might also be live. So yeah, but be sure to join the Discord. I'll let you guys know there when I'm going live. So, you know, always handy to check that out again. And besides that, I'm incredibly grateful for your support. And I understand that some people may still not understand why I'm making a new channel. But if that's the case, feel free to reach out to me privately. You know, I'm always open to talk about it. And I'm just really excited about the new channel and seeing what the future will hold. So thank you for watching this video. If you watched it all the way to the end, I appreciate you even more. You're awesome. Shout out to you. And that's it for now, though. I'm gonna be standing by again. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I'm all about bringing the positive, laid-back energy while still having a blast with other and my viewer, and sure, like I might have had around 1,700 subscribers on the channel, but when 99, oh whoops, so hitting the reset was the button, just to really make every episode have something meaningful, and yeah, yeah, I'll talk about god damn it.